Good morning, YouTube. 3G Racing here, coming back at you with another video today, and we're taking the good old grocery getter here, pick up some donuts, and we're swapping a new throttle body on here, so let's go. Alright, so we're all strapped in, ready to go, got the harness on here. I took the 3000 racing for the first time last night. It was my first time drag racing in a car that wasn't an Eclipse, so had fun with that. If you haven't watched that video already, go check it out. I'll have the link down below, but yeah, let's go pick up these donuts. Alright guys, so I'm an idiot. Forgot driving the car makes the engine hot. Can't really work on it when it's this hot, so I'm gonna have to let it sit for a couple hours here, let it cool down, and then we'll get to work. But in the meantime, I'll show you guys what I got going on with the car. So at the moment, here's our setup. We got 6074 Diamanté intake manifold on there, cold air intake, grip mod headers. We got the Mishimoto hoses. Yeah, it's been running great, smooth as always. I just wanted to get the bigger throttle body on there so we can see a little bit more horsepower, hopefully get that 13-second pass. But yeah, that's what's going on in the engine bay right now. We also have the interior here. Got the NRG Prisma Ultra seats in there. Got the harness bar, the harness in there. Overall, pretty clean. I got the Nitto NT01s on the front. Great track tires, but yeah. Let's wait for this to cool down, and then we'll get to work. So here is the bigger throttle body that we're going with. I got the gasket here for it too. It's 5 millimeters bigger than the stock one. Once I take it off, I'll show you guys. But yeah, pretty much the only issue we had before was for this IAC valve right here, it does not match up with the OEM connector. So what I'm gonna have to do, I think, I don't know, I can't really reach it from here, but I have to cut that one off. Wire up the new one, and then we'll be able to just plug it in there. But I was unaware of that when I did the intake manifold swap, so had to wait for one to come in. Got it from Justin, big thank you to him. But yeah, let's get right into this. All right, y'all, just gotta start by disconnecting the battery here. So gotta take off the little bracket there and take off the terminals. So we're gonna do that, and we'll just pop that right out of there along with the cold air intake. All right, so the battery and cold air intake are out of the way. Now for this here throttle body, all we're gonna have to do, looks like, take off, unattach this hose here, these two here, and the 4 bolts connecting it, and just whatever else is connected on here. And of course, guys, can't forget to take off the throttle cable there. So we're just gonna have to take off these bolts again and just give it some slack so we can just take that off of there. All right, guys, and there's also a couple hoses on here that you'll have to take off, and I'll show you this one right here, and then there's another one. You can kind of see it. It's right that one right there that I'm pointing to. All right, guys, so here's the throttle body we just took off. There's the new one we're throwing on here. So as you can see, this connector here was different than this one. This one's a lot wider. This is also 5 millimeters bigger. The actual, well, I guess not the outer, but the inner changes on the inner there. But yeah, so we're gonna throw this new one on, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys, so these two down here are both 6074 throttle bodies as well. And the more I look at it, the more I think it would be beneficial to use one of these two, preferably this one, and let's throw some new sensors on there. It's because of the fact this one has a whole bunch of extra stuff. It's extra room we need to make, and also more weight. So I feel like just throwing this one on, most likely our best bet, and just taking the TPS sensor and the IAC valve. Take that IAC valve, that TPS sensor, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, y'all, for this next step, you're gonna need to do a little bit of clearancing and just bash this thing back, because this new throttle body will not fit with the stock firewall and all that stuff back there. So it's gonna have to hit it back a little bit. As you can see, I already started, but yeah, we're gonna have to do that, and then we'll throw this thing. All right, y'all, so we will not be able to use this one after all. It looks like somebody sheared the hoses, like the right here, right there where the hoses go, clean off. There's just, yeah, I don't know why or how, but that is ridiculous. So it looks like we'll be using this one after all. I hope we can still use that little plug there. It's slightly broken on the end, but I guess we'll swap the TPS sensor back on here, and then go from there. All right, guys, here's the new connector that Justin sent to me. So Gonna throw this on the carb to cut off this one here and just rewire on this. So we're gonna just go straight into that. So yeah. Alright guys, so here's the difference between the two gaskets. You can really tell here it's a pretty significant size, so should definitely see an increase in horsepower as long as this works okay. But yeah, let's go get all this thrown on here, and now I got this all wired up, ready to go. Should be good to go. Alright, I just spent like, I don't even know, 20 minutes trying to get this damn coupling on here. The OD is a little bit bigger on this new throttle body, literally like not even 1/8 of an inch, but it's just enough to make this very difficult to get on. But finally got it on, so now all we gotta do is throw the battery back in there and reattach this little hose there, and we'll get this puppy started up and take her on a drive. All right, everything's strapped up, I think. Let me just do a quick walkthrough real quick. All the hoses are connected. Throttle body is all strapped down in there. Let's give her a whirl. Actually, I need to make sure. Oh, these aren't that tight. Hold on. All right, boys, moment of truth. Let's see if she starts. This shit again. Alright, I forgot to connect the map. Maybe that's why it didn't start there. Let's give it another whirl. Nope. Alright, boys, I cleaned up the rear terminal. I reconnected the battery. Let's see if she starts. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Yeah, there's a good old service engine soon light. Everything's looking good though. I'm gonna let her warm up a little bit. I did spill a little bit of coolant earlier, so I'm gonna let that all burn off, and then we'll take this thing for a spin. Alright guys, so we're driving the car now after putting the throttle body on. My first thoughts are the throttle response feels a little bit delayed, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work in the track or not, if I'm gonna change up the way that I launch the car, but we're gonna be testing that next week, so real excited for that to come up. But yeah, right now it just feels a little bit delayed. As soon as I get to a non-school zone here, we're just gonna send it balls to the wall and see how it feels. But yeah, as of right now, that's my only complaint. But it does feel good. Other than that, I don't hear any leaks. I don't hear anything wrong with the car. So everything feels good at the moment, and we're gonna let it rip as soon as we get the chance here. All right, guys, we're coming up to an open road here now. We're just gonna send it and see what happens. Guys, that's gonna do it for today's video then. I hope you enjoyed watching me put the throttle body on, taking some pulls in the car as well. So make sure to like and subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you on the next video.